Good evening. Who is speaking is Anozipom Gomezulu. I told the topic called price theory in the topic of the economy. This lesson was very interesting and engaging. At the same time, it was challenging students. So how did I introduce this topic today? I introduced this topic by asking the question that why prices going up and down in these days, or in daily basis, or every day. Why you find prices are down today, then you find prices are higher than we thought. So everything was good, everyone was responding in the classroom, but there's those children who didn't understand well the question. I tried to, what did I do to help those learners who didn't answer? I pasted some pictures on the board of prices and with the tech shop. Like I placed the picture that carrying a fresh card of quality shop and ShopRite. Then I put some lower prices on the quality side. Then on ShopRite I put some higher prices. Then I asked them again, why does you find on quality prices are so low and you find on ShopRite prices are so high? So this was very, very, very engaging, because those who didn't understand my question, I asked them about quality, like according to their thinking, why are you finding prices on quality are so down? So they answered me while everybody was now engaging to the topic. So it was good and nice because everyone was engaging, because I tried to make something different for those who didn't understand my question. It was nice to teach them the introduction, and I told them that we'll introduce new terms like law of supply, equilibrium price, what is demand. Teaching the development paths, I started with the law of supply. I told them that what is the law of supply, what is happening on the law of supply. I told them that if prices are going up, the supplier will increase his or her quantities. Everybody was understanding that, but some others, they were confused. I tried to plot some graphs to emphasize that. Everybody now was understanding. I tried to solve that issue, because teaching only, not everybody in the class will hear you by teaching only, but you need to do something to change those learners who didn't understand. I tried to plot the graph of law of supply, that if prices are going up, the quantity supplied will go up. So everybody was understanding, and it was nice and engaging. So I give them the supply schedule. I draw the table with their supply schedule to make everyone see it, and everybody was able to see that. Then I moved to demand. I told them what is demand, what is happening on demand. I was using some examples using money and prices, and others they are selling. So I take one learner who was selling sweet in the classroom, then I used the example using his hair chips in the classroom. Okay, I gave them the charts, then everybody was expected to come. Then I was stating the price, then they would come write it on the graph. So it was engaging and challenging, because others, they did not understand some types of graph. But to deal with those problems, I tried to open the video on YouTube explaining what is happening on the graph and how to plot it, and everybody now was understanding, because I was using the speaker. Everybody was hearing what is happening on the video. Then I moved to the equilibrium price, like showing what is the equilibrium price. I told them that is where demand and supply meets. So I told them that if supply and demand sharing a same price and quantity, so that is an equilibrium point. But others, they didn't understand that while I was teaching that. But how did I solve that problem? I drew the graph on the board. Then I told them that we have axis and y axis. Then I told them that we have price, we have quantity. So if this thing meets there, so that point is called what? Called a equilibrium point. So it was nice to teach the development parts, because I tried so many ways to deal with those learners who don't understand some mini lecturing, but they want to see or listening. So I tried to engage everyone in the lesson, even though those learners, they didn't understand some graph. I think the issue was on the graph, but next time, to improve that, I'll use YouTube videos, or I will try to do my own videos and use the speaker to make everyone to engage on the lesson. It was nice and engaging, but challenging at the same time. So at the conclusion, I gave them the quiz and homework. So the quiz was, it takes some 10 minutes. The quiz was about, like, I was saying the definition, and learners were expected to give me the correct term. So, like, giving them the definition of demand. Then learners are expected to think, what is that? Is that demand or supply or equilibrium price or point? So it was engaging, because everyone was using their creative thinking. Everybody was thinking about what does that term mean, or that term belong on which, that definition belong on which term. So it was nice and engaging. But I saw that some learners, it's hard for them to define some words, because this is a new content to them as a grade 9s. So their homework was about plotting the graphs, like number 1, law of supply, number 2, demand, and number 3, equilibrium price. So learners were expected to give their own prices and quantity. As a teacher, I will say that their prices was this, then it's increased from this to that, then their quantity was that, and increase from this to that. So yeah, it was nice to give them that homework, because everyone was writing on the class, was participating. Due to overall reflection, this lesson really helped me. I am saying that because it's really touched what is happening on real life, because now as a whole or community, everybody in the world, we are facing the up and down prices. Like we see, there's a inflection where prices are going up and the quantity going down in these days. Like we are facing what I was taught in this lesson of the day, and everyone was able to answer those questions. Because to find some ways to improve, maybe on this lesson I will improve on making or using different types of teaching methods. So next time I'll use some different types of method of teaching. Maybe teaching this lesson will be more engaging, maybe use or game based. But I'm not a teacher who love those teaching methods, like that make learners to being on a game. Like I like to teach and let us answer those questions. But As a young teacher, I'm looking forward to change some teaching method and make my class more engaging and funny, but at the same time more productivity. Thank you for watching my video for reflection. This lesson was very engaging, challenging. The most part was challenging was graphs. So it was hard to others to understand some graph because this is the first basic for accounting and economics. So understanding those graphics was hard for them, but thank you. I hope this video will be good, and I'll be good too. Yeah, I'm tired.